continuing the ROM hacking. Yes, hello. We're going to continue with the ROM hacking today. Got an idea straight away to go with. Dropped in our Discord. Very loud, actually. Good mixer. Turn that right down. There we go. Oh, it should be better. Okay. Oh, it's loud over there as well. Turn it down. There we are. Should be hearable by you guys and by me. All right. Okay. So, someone had a great idea, fantastic idea, about adding Spiritomb into Mount Pyre. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna tie it to a couple of actions. Basically, you need to the tools view. So to get Spiritomb, you come here, which you beating Cynthia, and that beating them is going to access where Giratina is hidden. So, I just need to do. Search that and do that on a Pokemon basis. Working on our ROM hack. Ooh, and this song too good. Have you guys played Stellaris? Because every time I listen to it and start listening to Stellaris, I just want to play more Stellaris. It's a bad idea because I could easily spend forever playing it. It's just too bloody good. Cool. One I wanted to hit. What's that say? Then a flare. Go tools. Tools? Oh, tools. There. There. Right. I have probably asked before, but what do you need in order to start making your own game? You need to. It doesn't take much, guys. Oh, sorry, I just need to put chat on. There you go. So you need to download or clone is the best way. So if you make a GitHub, set up Git on your machine, and then you clone the repository for Emerald, Pokemon Emerald Decomp. This is how I do it. Then you install Pori maps onto your machine. And download code editor, so something like Visual Studio Code, and that's all you need. Hey Jay-Z, there's obviously other ways where you just get something like Advanced Map and the ROM and just do it that way, or you can buy like various things. But I do Decomp, and these are things like a very small amount of memory. They're not that big, so they're very, very easy for you to use. Very confused. It's saying to do something, but yeah, no problem. It's definitely worth. Doesn't take too much to get them running. I think things are working for me. That's working. Yeah. So obviously to make so that uses decomp, which is the way I do it. So you have to know a bit of coding. They have something. I would suggest installing something called Script. The tutorials that are set up on the GitHub pages for these things make it so easy to follow and road. Do you think it's a good way to get into a bit of coding after work? If you want to get into coding for like professional, I wouldn't do this because the coding done here is wildly different to anything you do professionally. If you want to do it as a bit of fun, to you like coding or doing that stuff, so yeah, go for it. But I mean, for like more for a bit of fun than like something to learn to do, because it's not going to help you anyway in anything sort of professional development you might be thinking of. But fun, yeah, do a bit of fun. So the language, I mean here, so I'm just going to write some code now. So one of the main script you'll be using, or I suggest use Pori scripts. So the default code looks like this, which I personally think is a bit horrible. So you've got the name of a script here, and then sort of this is a macro which calls them behind the scenes code, and you pass it various variables. The special var basically doesn't need a rematch, and then go to equals. Bit awkward, bit old school. But I would definitely suggest you do something called Pori scripting, which looks a bit more like this. So we'll have something called like Vampire, Fix Floor, Spiritomb, Encounter, Trigger. And you have your more standard looking scripting, and I think it's much easier to read. Learn in Python, but just don't really know any real. Python you can use in everything. If you want to learn, I would. If you're on our Discord, I could possibly send you a couple of like ideas I've got, and you can just put those together to like play around with. The way I learned coding was, well, I was trained through work, so they gave us ideas. But I would come up with an idea of something you think would be cool to run. Maybe you want to make Python. Python you can do anything with. It's very high level scripting language, so you don't have to do too much. Maybe just reading certain data from a website and then doing something with it. That is quite main. Maybe it's you can actually use Python with like TikTok, because I've used Python to run scripts through TikTok, like play Pokemon games. You could make something like that. So very, very easy. You can get a line from TikTok itself. Basically, you put in a website. You put in someone's stream. So you put in like Charles versus stream, and it will look for certain messages or gifts being sent. You could say like, oh, every time a certain message is sent, save it, print that out into a text file, and then from there you could say, well, what else could we do? You just set something up like that. I want to do that again to like make interactive games. So like you can then have it interact with games directly by like doing keyboard presses or something. Someone did that. Yeah, Twitch Plays Pokemon was Twitch is a bit harder. Twitch Plays Pokemon is an example of that. Which you can read the messages, but they also give you an API to directly take things from. TikTok, it gives you basically it's a listener that just goes through all the messages that coming through, which is kind of cool in its own right. It makes it so much simpler. I don't have it on this computer. I can show that, but I have done it on this machine. And when we make this, I'm going to start testing it through like the Twitch Plays Pokemon thing. Other little things you could make. I used to come up with websites. I wrote a website for like my mates. Hey, good. How you doing, bud? Welcome on in. Oh yeah, Johnny, if you want a thing, I want to build a website, although I don't know how well it'd be done in Python, to do like ELO scores. So I've done it in Java, but if you can do like a lightweight one, we could run it on our like Discord or stuff. Thanks for the likes, Gigan. I'm good. How about yourself? So I'm just chatting away about coding. I hope the music's not too loud. It's quite loud for me, but hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. So someone on our Discord, actually, while we're talking about it, called Ronolus, he suggested what is all TikTok's flashed up loads of weird things for me. Really care for them. I'm good, thanks. Coding is not hard. It looks horrible when you look at coding like this. It's not the easiest thing, but coding is just made up of lots of little pieces of understandable bite-sized pieces. Yeah, some of the larger code can be more confusing when you're simplifying it down, and it can obfuscate a lot of the information going on. 90% of my job as a coder isn't actually writing code. It's talking to people, understanding what the business want, making it thing, analyzing other code. Writing code itself, it's just a very awkward way of saying what you would want to say. So let's take this example. So what I want to do here, we go to the map. This was a suggestion from our Discord. Same as the videos. If you've got any ideas, pop in Discord. So we're going to take this, and when you walk over it, so we're going to leave the shadow ball there, but when you walk over this tile here, it's gonna say something. You feel like she'll go through you. So we'll do that. So best way to learn to code, if you're interested in learning code, is just do small pieces of code. Craig, thank you very much for the follow, bud. Yo, just found the Green Lodge. Just wondering it's supposed to be there. Well, I don't know, Jay-Z. This is it. If you've got ideas for the Green Lodge, please tell me. Sorry, I'll come back to this code in a second. Green Lodge, it's from the anime. I'm just lost on it. So there's Rinshin Town is an anime-only place. So I created it. So I wanted to add in like the anime areas. Yeah, here is Green Lodge. And like you've got this guy sort of giving you some context about it. In the anime, the Alex was the owner of it, but it's been overran by Shroomishes. So I want to introduce maybe Shroomish in it, overrunning it. Maybe you battle Breloom. Maybe we could actually add like Mega Breloom or something cool. And then he decides actually he's going to leave it for the Shroomish instead of like reclaiming it. It makes a nice little natural habitat. Think about having some like dodgy teams in there as well, maybe some rocket guys hanging about. But to do all that, I realistically need a custom tile set. Hey Jordan, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. So yeah, currently that's very much. I'm just lost on what to do there at the moment, Jay-Z. Maybe we'll make it a post-game area instead of an early game area. But all right, we're working on this. So that's the wrong one. Here it is. Hey Orange, how you doing, bud? I was having a listen to your music earlier. I was going to ask if we could put it on stream, but it's a bit so. I would struggle to concentrate listening to it. But I might put it on tomorrow during my lunch and give it a listen. But it sounds good. I've quite liked. I didn't look at some of your other stuff, and I really liked your. It's your top one with like 10k views. That's a really nice chill song. Current playing Pokemon Eevee edition. How do I get Empoleon? You get Empoleon by using a metal coat on it. You can get a metal coat somewhere in the game. Eevee edition is just Emerald, just with a couple of dumb evolutions. What is this called? Shadow Death. This is called Porymaps. Oh, Craig, thank you very much for the credits. This is called Porymaps. It allows me to draw on the map, add events, and connect script to it. And we're just about to write a couple of scripts. Sorry, je ne parle français. I do not speak Spanish. I barely speak English on the best of days. No, it's saying I love music. So people dropping music is always great. But no, it's hopefully you enjoyed writing it. I used to love writing music. I haven't even got my guitar in my office anymore. My guitar's in the other room because I used to play a ton of music, but as I got older, I started playing less and less and less. Alright, so we write a script. This is a simple script. When you stand on this tile, it's just going to send a message, which is going to be, you feel a ghostly presence walk through you. What language? This is Pory script. It's a custom wrapper, which just makes event scripting human readable, or a bit more scripting. But it's basically just a wrapper for a load of macros. So if we go into macro, macros.asm, macro.h, nope, macro. I don't know. Either way, it's just a wrapper for a load of code, and behind that code is C code. We go into Pokemon.c. You can see we have C++ just running on the back. I didn't write this. It was written for much more intelligent people who sort of decompiled and made it readable. So I haven't actually got any custom code here anymore. But yeah, get species pre-evolution. So you pass in the species, and it just it filters through the species, starting from Bulbasaur up to the number of species and construction, what evolution options it has. Get good. Thank you for the follow, bud. No, so East Coast University. Have any jobs in getting programming job? Yeah. Get grad schemes should be I'm sure in the UK. Can I share my work? All the ROMs are available. In terms of the code, I don't share that at the moment. Is it intentional that getting to Verdant Turf early is possible? No, that's going to be blocked, Jay-Z. That's for the open world. Yeah, so I'm just going to call you Squid. To get a job in coding, I didn't actually study the computer science at university. I did a physics degree, and then went through that. I've just done something I don't want to do. Best way, so graduate schemes, quite good. I would look at getting one of those. Maybe you want to try and learn the ins and outs of sort of clean coding. So I don't know what language you've done. So I obviously studied. I'm a Java developer. When we're hiring people, we tend to look through: do they understand how TDD works? Do they understand the 5 pillars? Do we want to know how to do clean object-oriented programming? Do they know the basics, like what's a set, what's a map, what's the difference between a list and a array? These very basic things. You just come out of university, you don't know everything. And yeah, so if you can understand that, then you just need to sell yourself in the interview, which is the easy bit. Sure. Here's the game running. Let me just move it a bit for those of you who aren't watching me on Twitch. So Nico, this is it. Emerald VSG. Working as expected. No issues. I actually haven't got a running version. I haven't got a save of this. But we can teleport to let's go to a custom area. Abandoned ship. Yeah, for example. Yeah, so there's a custom area up here. You can see some of the custom stuff over there. Yeah, no, this all works, and you can download the latest demo off our Discord. I don't know what I got here. Oh, this is just an empty room for something. But no, that's the game running. Oop, I almost shut the... Okay. So we've got this new trigger. When you stand on it and you've not beaten Cynthia, it says there's a chill running through us. Because a small entrance near Green Lodge. I know exactly the one you're talking about. If we go to Rinchin Town, it's this area here. I'll block it up for now. But what I wanted it to be a second entrance, because I want the whole world to be interlinked as part of the open world and that Dark Souls thing. This area I need to do some work on. Once we define this area, that will block off the Rinchin Town. I just need to do that, and it will be for a later thing. But yeah, we don't want it earlier. Maybe for now we'll do a rock smash, because then we can keep it open, but it's still locked behind it's something where you can't access it earlier. But in the open world game, you will be able to access it early. Where's that rock go? Did you program all the game? No, I did not. I'm just editing it. I'm hacking it. I'm not actually like the developer of it, for obvious reasons. There are some very clever people who have decompiled Emerald. So they've taken it apart into all of its fancy code and made it available for us all. Which is absolutely brilliant. They're doing that with loads of games, and Emerald is the one. Obviously, I've got experience working with Gen 3 before, having hacked Gen 3 for almost 15 years, over 15 years now. Vampire 6th floor. It's a good idea. Probably make it so that entrance is open after you beat the third gym. So yeah, that's it. I completely forgot that that area was accessible through that, and not many people had gone through there. So I'll put a rock smash there, because you can't do rock smash without Gym 3 anyway. And I still need to work out what to go there, and I don't know. It might just be a little catching area. I've been focused on sort of a lot of the main journey updates that I've forgotten a lot of the side bits. Okay. So this is a script. This is going to be a script for a Spiritomb encounter. Silent Gamer, thank you very much for the follow. Why is it so quiet? There we go. Should be louder now. Silent Gamer, thank you. How are you doing? You feel a ghostly presence. How do I get the cheat menu up on Android? L and start. If you're stuck anywhere, debug menu is L and start. Can you create static Pokemon? I can. So this isn't going to be a static, because I haven't got the thing. It's going to be more of a trigger point. So you stand on it, and it's going to lead to other things. Walter, how you doing, bud? Welcome on in. It's going good. How's it going for you? So this was a conversation we're having in the Discord. So the format for this this encounter. So I'll write it down. So the idea is you beat Cynthia. If you didn't know, Cynthia is in the game, kind of. If you've got troll mode on, you can randomly teleport to her. If you haven't got troll mode on, you can find her in her holiday home. This inconspicuous house here. I know it's Leaf at the moment. I just need to add in a custom Cynthia. That's Cynthia. She has her BDSP champion team. She's reasonably tough. So the idea is you beat her post game. If you want to beat her early game, fine. Impressive. So what we're looking to is beat Cynthia. Then you reach top of Mount Pyre. Fight Totem Spiritomb. This will open up shake camera. Open up downstairs. So this will open up a new area at the bottom of Mount Pyre. And in there it will lead to Giratina. So you feel a ghostly presence. Every debug enabled now. It's so much easier to speedrun. This is it, because obviously I'm running through so many versions. Being able to just pull up the debug and play with it that way it's needed for me. But yeah, feel free to do it. Feel free to just debug. Once I get the official one out, when I start doing proper versions, I'll take it off. Oh, remember to stay hydrated, dudes. Okay, so this is the second one. This trigger point. I've got two here. When you beat Cynthia, it's actually going to change a teleport state. So we've got teleport state, which is sort of the state of Cynthia. We're going to have that one at 0, which means you haven't beaten her. This one's at 1, which means you have beaten her. Where's your updated version of the games, dude? Latest releases. I recently did an overhaul of our latest release panel. It should be better laid out now. So there's a comment saying which game it is, what the current version is, and the link directly to it. The latest version of Eevee isn't released yet. I've been adding some. I still need to add like Charmeleon on. I had to rename Charizard. And some other. I think it's Charizard instead of Charizard now, just to make the eons fit at the end. Hey DV, how you doing, bud? Been going through the code because I've been improving hard mode, which isn't on this version of the game. It's on a branch because your name kept popping up for hard mode. But new hard mode, theoretically, if it works, instead of having to make 2 trainers, you'll only make 1, and every trainer will be able to have a hard mode. We just give it an extra option. May work, may not work. Okay, so we want to do this thing. So what we're going to do with this, we want to make it a totem Spiritomb. So we're going to set a totem boost. This is very easy. We say set a totem boost, Pokemon 1. We want to boost its attack by 1, defense by 1, speed by 1, special attack by 1, special defense by 1, accuracy by 1, evasion by 1. We're just going to buff everything, omni buff, because why not? It's a post game. Actually, it is a post game. So let's give it double attack and double that, and we'll buff its speed twice. Could you add a static Chimchar with Blaze that only appears when you talk to an NPC that misses its Paul's Chimchar? Yeah, where would we put that? I can do that. Set potion piece. There's wild battle. Air wild. Fly wild. I can't remember how to do wild battles. It's so long since I've written a wild battle script. This is a draw about coding. If you don't remember how to do something, I'll just look up the code elsewhere. Route 114 actually has a lot of static encounters, including shiny Cramorant. Didn't know there's a shiny Cramorant encounter. Set wild battle. There you go. There is a wild Cramorant, shiny Cramorant battle somewhere in Route 119. We're going to do species Spiritomb. I want it to be level. We were supposed to have level 75. And I want to give it. What item should we give it, guys? Maybe a ghost gem. Yeah, and then we're going to do wild battle. It's called add it to a forest. A gun. I haven't added a gun. We could add a gun if you want. Add it to forest. I know forest we could add it to. Actually, I know a perfect place to add it. That Lions vs Pokemon is fun. I need to update Lions vs Pokemon because I've got a couple of ideas, like add more abilities and items and stuff. I just need to go through it. If you can come up with, if you can give me an image for a gun to add in, I will add a gun into the game. But there we go. Set wild battle, do wild battle, and then if you're successful, we want to do set var. So var is a variable. You can give it a value. Normally, it's an integer, and it allows you to check sort of the memory points for the state of the game. So we have a variable called Cynthia Teleport. Cynthia Teleport state. We're going to take this to 2. This just means you teleport or not. Yeah, that's great. This basically just says what's the state of the Cynthia fight. How do I send pictures? You can send pictures over on our Discord. Once you're level 5. But if you also send us the information for like the stats and stuff, yeah, you can code it. Where is the Discord link? You should be able to find it in our profile. So you're on YouTube. You should be able to see the in our profile on YouTube in the About Me section. It should be there. Yeah. Are you gonna add in a way to evolve trade Pokemon item info? Yes, you can. In fact, let's pull up the game. I'll show you. I need to make a new save file. So if we go into items and we go to the end, so you can see custom items and shiny feather, small store, orcs, evasion. I don't know what those are. Hello, that's I've got to mute my Discord. That's everyone joining the Discord. There's something called linking cable, which is in the game. Linking cord allows evolve trade items straight from that. How's the Pokemon game looking? I think it's looking good. Get good. It's keeping me busy, but you know, long way away from doing things. You don't have Discord, Luke. I realised you didn't see any of that. I forgot to hit button, but there you go. Linking cord. And then if we give ourselves a could you use Pokemon like 5 7s? So it's not so much about just taking a PNG or something. It needs to be like in the right form for the game to then turn it into a bitmap. I've gone past them all. And there's one. So we go to Haunter, and then we just use the linking cord on a Haunter. There we go. We get ourselves Gengar. Some picture. Yeah, that works nicely for us. This is a better Pokemon game. It's something I'm working on. It's a long way from being completed yet, but it's progress. And this is a more of a silly one. I've got my own custom game, although my custom ROM hack I may no longer work on it, and I know that might make you sad, Jordan. But basically, the ROM hack, the custom one, I'm either going to turn it into an MMO because I've sent a request to PokeEngine about making a region on their game, which I'm waiting for replies. It's been about a week so far. Or I'm going to use it as the baseline for another game I'm working on, like an actual fully custom monster catcher. I'll have custom monsters, custom style of like combat, brand new region. It won't be Pokemon, but it'll be like that style of game. What if you add Bonnie to the post-game trainer? Pop that into the Discord, because anything like post-game, I don't really want to work too much on, because I could spend forever working on post-games. So, speaking of post-game, I'm literally doing a post-game thing. So once you set the file, we want to shake camera. What's the stats for that? Special shake camera. There we go. I'm just gonna nick this because it's stuff to easier. This is not RPG Maker. This is an actual ROM hack. Unlike RPG Maker. So the program you're looking at right now, this is Pori Maps, which allows for changing of anything on the top. That's not working. But then I code it in Visual Studio Code as well. Anything sort of extra. Terrible at doing that. Okay, so we'll now shake the camera. I think this is just a shake for something else. And we set the variable. So this is now going to open up a new area, which we're not going to code today. To do, open up new area under Mount Pyre. We're going to work on that later when we start working on Giratina. Could you give it up? What, like a thing? I'm adding Among Us NPC. What would the Among Us NPC do? Is there a chance you can add in dark Pokemon? What, to this game or my custom game? My custom game, it's using the MonMai engine for now, and that has dark type. And then it's just making our own creatures. This one. Yeah, we can add dark type Pokemon. What Pokemon, like a new Pokemon or adding in wild Pokemon? You only find Shuppets here, so maybe we'll add. Give me a dark Pokemon we can add hiding around here. Say Among Us. So it's an Among Us character that just says Among Us. Sure. I try not to do much like art adding in streams because it's very boring. It takes ages. But I'll add it, and I will add Christina. The Among Us NPC says Among Us. I will add in. I haven't already added you in the game, or am I thinking of someone else? Or is it another Christina I've added? Like make their stronger stuff, but can't. Oh, okay. You want a tough one? We can add like a boss. Yeah, we can add. Oh, so I want to add boss totems which can't be caught. Blocking each of like the Z stones. So yes, I'll do that. Walter, go ahead. The whole point of this is to do. I'm building it off of your guys' ideas. This is why it's a very awkward game. It's going to be full of strange and wonderful ideas. Let's say wonderful. I was going to try and work on the thing. This area doesn't have many characters. Just that guy, Tony. The power of friendship. Like match level your Pokemon when you find them. That is not possible at the moment. I have actually been looking at some code to do that. One question first. The moves up to Gen 8 in hack. This game has everything up, including Gen 9 and the Gen 9 DLC. So you've got Gen 9 Pokemon and Gen 9 moves and abilities and stuff. I think here might be a good place for your Among Us character. I don't really have an Among Us sprite at the moment. So you got a placeholder sprite? Or maybe they're pretending to be a rock. Like there's just this rock here, and it would just say Among Us. And I'll turn that into the crew sometimes. Route 106, a Christina's Among Us. Lock all, release all, message box format, Among Us. There we go. Tried start, but it didn't work. What shouldn't it didn't? Add the Among Us to Victory. Oh, you want it in Victory Road? Make him rock from that. I'll move him. Good. Rename the Fireball to Fire Tornado. Isn't it? We got Fire Spin. Why don't we just rename Fire Spin to Fire Tornado? What's pixel size of sprite? 16 by 6. These are 16 by 16 sprites. And it's 16-bit color as well. Or as you can, yeah, 16-bit color. VSG. No, it's you got to hit L and start. Held L first and then hit start if you're trying to open that. You want this to be anything. Ball specifically made for Cinderace. You just want to change Pyro Ball to Fire Tornado, but that wouldn't make much sense because it is like a football. He doesn't kick a tornado. Yeah, that's it. Like it's made for him kicking the ball instead of like Fire Tornado. I can do it. Literally, I just changed this file here. Fire Tornado. Okay, there you go. It's now Fire Tornado. I'm gonna send a custom Among Us sprites for that. Okay, so JC, if you want to do that, which is great, it's gonna be 16 by 16, and I need it. I also need the the palette, which has to be limited to 16 colors, with the first color of the palette being the background color, because that's how it distributes it. Can you make a red boss? What do you mean by red boss? But there you go. Pyro Ball is now named Fire Tornado. That's going to confuse so many people. And you want this. I need to actually add the script to it. The /n. Where's the /n? But there is no space between /m. So in a script, if I write if I've got a string and I write some words in here, and I do /n, and then I write more, that will then that will be treated as a new line. That's what it means. So it will come out as one. I wrote here. I write more. So it would end up printing it out like this. But this doesn't actually get put out as text. Oh, there. Yeah. That's it. Because this puts it onto a new line. So if you do a space, it will just end up filling up blank space, which we don't need on the output. We've already got red. I'll show you that in a second, Christina. Yeah, so that works. What do you mean by background color? So, I got one open. Let me pull up a PNG. 50 inch back PNG. Here we go. So we've got Jinx. So, this background color for this case, it's green. The way the game works is it creates a bitmap. So it takes a PNG, and when I compile the game, it turns it into a bitmap. And a bitmap is basically just a line of numbers. And those numbers will say a number between 0 and 15. And that will be like, oh, give me number color 1, color 2, color 3. And that just fills in the square with the color from the palette. The palette needs to have the first color is the background color. In this case, it's green. And the game removes the first color. But whatever the first color is, the game removes it. So it doesn't. So Jinx doesn't show up as this square. It shows up as just everything in between. So you've got to make sure the back color isn't one that sort of it isn't also used in the spray itself. It's not so complicated. It's just a bit confusing. It's hard to explain, but that's why This is why I don't do much artwork. Is because it's fiddly, and like to add a piece of artwork. One, you've got to draw it, which I can't draw, but then to add it into the game, you've got to add it into about like 12 different places. You've got to define it, then you've got to add the definition for the palettes, and you've got to define it in the like how's the object shaped, and then you've got to call it. And it's easy stuff, but it is just copying a load of things and adding the right names to it, and it's frustrating. But yeah, Christina, we have your first encounter with Red is here. There's the boy. And once you've beaten him, you actually take on Leaf for the first time. And we've recently added the second encounter for Red, which is here in a extended area of Route 114. Again, there's Red. And a temporary, this is not going to last. This was like a first thing. There is this house, which has Red in it. This Red is probably going to move to the top of Mount Meteor Falls, whatever you call it. I feel like using band color in Pokemon like Kecleon would be a pretty nice idea. I mean, you don't need to use band color. You can just give a blank file, make Kecleon invisible. Kecleon already disappears in the animation, but so when it comes in, it does disappear and reappears. It's cool for an intro animation, but I think fighting the whole fight against something not there is gonna look basically look bad. And plus, people will complain that I've got a bug. I added some weird things in, and people just think they're bugs half the time. Not visible, partially transparent. It doesn't do opacity. Unless you did like, if you had things just like cut across, it would look like weird. I think most people think it was a sprite issue. People like to think it's missing a leg or something. Have you put Rhyperior in VSG yet? I think so. We go to Rubello Town, which is this custom town here, and we go into this house. We go into the code. This is an evolution shop. So the man sells you basic items. The lady sells you everything, including a protector. Once you've got 6 badges, you can come here and you can buy a protector, and you use it on Rhydon to evolve. No trades needed. Like if part of the shading, I think I know what you mean. But if we take Jinx for example, right, I can't do it. But if we just end up cutting things out, it would just look weird. Fronts, right? I want if I could search Kecleon actually. Kecleon. Icon Kecleon. Oop, no, that's Kecleon animated front PNG. Yeah. Oh, this one he sticks his tongue out. It's the other one. But yeah, if you had just like lines through it, even that middle bit, it would just look disjointed. Especially when it's sat there. Yeah, it would. If it could like fade in and out, that would be cooler. But I don't think it. I think I would end up getting. I like the idea, but the thing is, I know 100 people would start going, "Oh, you've got a bug. Oh, you've got a problem. Oh, can you fix this?" And it's like, I like the fact that you guys give me feedback. Not knocking that. It's just some of the ideas are so weird. It often gets seen as me messing up as opposed to like it's an actual design decision. So yeah, probably not going to do that. Okay. But actually, so we got a couple of things we can work on today. We can develop some of the side areas a bit more, like this map created by one of our mods. This map created by our mods. Or we can continue developing the main progress, adding in hard mode and pushing towards Gym 4, or there's some like, or we can make a cave because there's a load of caves which haven't got anything in, or this route which I need to do. I might try do this easier game. What do you mean, like playing this game is easier? If you find this game too easy, it does have a... Actually, that's what I was going to do. Let's do that now. Options. So we go to here. You go into your house. There is a script here which gives us all these settings for like level cap, hard mode, troll mode. Also turns on auto run. I want to add this to a guaranteed script. Currently, you don't notice it. If you don't go to the book, which is hidden under all the events, if you don't go to this book, you're not going to know about that. So what I want to do is add it to something. What will be easier to make to learn the code? Best way to learn to code is to pick a language. If you want to be a professional coder, I would pick a OOP language, something like Scala, Golang from picking up, Java, C++ or C#. Read some of the basics, look up like how it works, a bit of the syntax, like the basic types, difference between an object and so on. And then just make basic programs. Make it when you run, you give it an input and it does a bit of does a calculator and returns something out, and just slowly build it up more and more. What game sprite does this use? Gen 3, so it uses Emerald. I think anything post Emerald, I don't know. I think they were made by people, geniuses. But I'm not actually sure. There's the running shoes trigger. That var go to give running shoes. These running shoes. That var, and then I want to do go to notepad. This is just gonna mean that you're now forced to check the options before you go. Mum goes, so it's going to be a bit weird, but it's temporary. What do I use for it? Like what platform? The game development. This I use Polymaps. It works with Emerald Decomp, and then I code in Visual Studio Code, just because it's lightweight and it works for. It's a decent text editor. Everything I do, like there's this online game. They call it an MMO, but it's not. But the developer is not the best developer, and you can just edit the code in the game. Yeah, there you can just edit the code and make it do what you like. It's quite funny. Like, oh, here's a brand new update, and you've completed it in 20 minutes because you can just give yourself infinite premium currency, or like, oh, everything is now free. Oh, he's limited this to once per day. Now I've limited it to 1,000 times a day. Learning to code is great. You can do what you like within well, depending on how strong their security is. Okay, but that's improved that. Let's go into Discord and just make our update. So we got our updates in the update column. So Spiritomb can be found after beating Cynthia on top of Mount Pyre. Customizable options appear when getting running shoes. There we go. I'm trying to make a Pokemon game, but I'm trying to use RPG Maker. So I do have RPG Maker. I haven't done much with it yet. There's someone I've spoken to who wants to make one. So I've been asked to make to do the work for them, or do the game thing, the code wise. And it does look quite easy. It doesn't look too difficult. It's a bit more fiddly because you've got to deal with layers and stuff. So whereas this game you just have a single set of tiles, you would have like you draw your floor and then you draw your tiles on top of that floor and build it up layer by layer. And it's like the second layer is what you do your collisions on, and so on, and the way it draws things on. But no, RPG Maker is great. Plus, you're not limited to the technical limitations of a Game Boy Advance. Mr. Sniper needs more dragons. Let's add more dragons then. How about we go to... How about we go here? This is somewhere which doesn't have any encounters yet. So why don't we add encounters and we'll add in dragons. We'll add in a dragon here. It's mid-game. Let's add... So why don't we add in... I'm trying to think of some like... There's ruins. This is ruins. What dragons would be here? What dragons do you want to see here? Or have you got somewhere else we could hide dragons? We could go to Route 119. Definitely think here should have... instead of all these Tropiuses, definitely think we should have a Lowland Executor. There we go. There's now a 4% chance of a dragon type appearing here.
Hello there.
Hey. Connor, thank you for the like, bud. Mr. Sniper, thanks for following. A Garchomp. Garchomp would be insane. This is a very early game area. We could put Garchomp in. I don't want... Well, actually, I don't care for this game because I'm not... It's not my custom game. We could do Gabite. Gabite, 1% encounter. Or Gabite. What's the little one? I can never remember. Not Garchomp, Gabite. Gibble. Nibble. Gibble. There we go. This is actually cool. I'm glad you like it, Mr. Sniper. Random wild Garchomps would be hilarious. But I think there's only one place we can really put wild Gabites. Well, Garchomps. And I think you'll all agree with me. It has to be on the Dinosaur Islands. Zach, thank you for the follow. Just trying to find it on the side here. Jurassic Island. Because obviously sharks are old, basically dinosaurs. So let's add in some... Let's add in a Garchomp. To here. I think you can get... Yeah, you can get here quite early on, so you actually can start finding wild Garchomps quite early on. Yeah. But this is a post-game area, so we'll have like... We'll put the levels up really high. So if you come here early, you've got a chance of getting a Gabite or Garchomp, but you're not going to have a great time doing it. I also think it should be in Victory Road. Like Didrio walk in at level 5 and get right. Well, we've already got one of those. I've called it the Hellhole. And I'll show you it in 2 seconds, but I'm just going to add into Victory Road. Like, what the hell is an Aaron doing here? Let's make it a Gabite. Of a ooh. Actually, we'll make it a species, a Garchomp. So there's like a 1% chance of getting a Garchomp, and it's going to be like level 45. I think I need to overhaul Victory Road. I want to make it hard. And then in hard mode, there's a concept like I've got the concept of gauntlets, and that's definitely one that should be a gauntlet. In terms of what you're talking about, the trio is we've made this entrance here. If I make a ghost type yes, if you make a ghost type evolution, I will add it into the game. No problem. If anyone makes any custom Pokemon, I will add them into the game. I have no issue with that. I've already made a new type, and I've already made like Crystal Pokemon a thing. Give the wild Garchomp compared to... I can't define their move wild unless it's out there. But yeah, so this here stuff So obviously you can climb up this new walkway, which didn't exist before. And this guy tells you it's a bad idea. If you come into this cave, which is a long, winding cave, which takes you up here, which is a nice area with a couple of trains I need to finish off and a tower I need to work out what to do with. There'll be a video on that. This cave is full of Wobbuffets. That's it. Wobbuffets. Between level 20 and 40. At a 30% encounter rate. Look up, there is no color palette for Pokemon Emerald. It's just you're limited to 16 colors. Well, 15 colors plus the background. If you're on our Discord, drop Charles vs. Robert a message, which is me, and I can send you a web page which breaks it down really easily. Add in some Wynots. Add in some Wynots as well. I will. Maybe it's like you got a 1% chance of a Wynot appearing, but it's going to be like it is like much stronger. Like this place is hell. Shadow tag, yeah, they're all shadow tag. Every single one of these is shadow tag. That's cool, but I kept running the Pokemon. This is literally it. This cave adds nothing to the thing. Someone suggested it, so I added it. What is background? Background color is the first color in the palette. Whatever palette. So basically, you pick 15 colors or pick 16 colors, and you pick the first one to be the palette, the background color, and the game will automatically remove it from the bitmap. But yeah, it would pitch off. I'm thinking about adding some Team Rocket guys, but it was literally this leads up here from up here. Once you've got Pokemon over level 40, so on hard mode that's after Gym 4. On normal mode, it's late game. You can just use a repel. It's just to deter you trying to come here normally. But up here, I mean, you can get some weak Pokemon. I need level scale these to like 25. Yeah, so you can get some Pokemon like Dash Hound, Toad School, and Goomy. You can get Goomy up here. And I'm not entirely sure what we're doing up here yet. Can't school VPN and got protection and tried to use it on my item that says you can't use it. I use on VSG. If so, that's a bug which I can fix. Likely change. Yeah, VSG. Okay, let's have a look at the code. Oz. It should be. I did this recently for the Eevee. There's these configs. There we are. And this is a load of configuration for the game that just allows a load of stuff. Right, downloaded Emerald Flare and Spice. That works. Yeah, you can work on those and change them. Stuff like shiny rum, key fossils, escape rope. I'm tempted to make escape rope. You can buy like an infinite one. IV caps price. One of these is my mistake. Use Evo held items from bag. That should be true. Yeah, so that is a mistake. So if now on the latest version, Jordan, and I'll update that. I'll drop it tonight. You'll be able to do it properly. Apologies for that. Okay. How long have you been making a game for? I've been making this game since January, on and off. I was working my other ROM hack for over a year now, but I've not done much work. My other game, I'm either going to turn into an MMO on Poke Engine, or I'm going to turn into a new custom game where we've got some like constant monsters and stuff already designed. Could you Infinite Escape Rope, the Escape Rappel? So the way the code works is it doesn't make a new item. It just turns escape ropes into key items. So the old one would already exist. And I could make a brand new one, but it's a lot of work. So I have to create a shiny sprite with a color palette. It's just a color palette. So you give me the sprite, and as long as and then you make a 1-for-1 change with the palette, like whatever you put in the fourth color, they drop and change. Just the way the bitmap works. It's because it's only a 32 megabyte file. They do lots of things to keep it short, small in code, and nice and easy to handle. Right, what are we doing? So that's the way up to the volcano. Yeah, what do you guys want to work on? Should we work on some caves, or should we continue adding random dumb stuff that you guys come up with? I've been tidying up this area here. We've got the wild Pokemon in now. Yeah, Beldum here. I'm not fine. I don't think there's any water Pokemon yet. No, there is. Arrokudas. Lots of Arrokudas. This cave leads nowhere at the moment. I can add more trainers in if you guys have a trainer you want to be added. These 2 trainers need adding. Looks amazing. Yeah, so these areas were created by my mod Discord center. So he put this together. Well, he put the bulk of it together, and I just tidied it up. Made it a bit more playable and like join up. Because we're filling up the whole game. If you look at it normally, there's big missing trays of Hoenn. We're making the whole game like one big open flow game. So obviously you can now connect these 2 areas. Like this is previously didn't exist. So we've extended Rustboro, created whole new like areas down here, connect it up. But previously, like there was nothing below Littleroot. There's now this whole port that leads all the way down to this route. Like you can go in a straight line, theoretically, and make your way directly up the map, and it's all joins up now, which is something I really like. Oh yeah, I've created this area too. This is a ranch. I'm not sure what to do with it, but there's some rare Pokemon there. I've been filling up lots of like semi places just to start getting things flowing. There's Entei, in case you didn't know. I don't want to work on this area yet because I want to introduce, because I'm working on the hard mode. I want to wait for my hard mode code to be fixed. So I'll hold off on that. Same with Lannery's gym. So yeah, let's add. Anyone got any trainers? Trainers that want to be added? Hey there, friend. Tell me about your game so far. I'm making my own thing. So, hey Blake, this one is called VSG. This is basically just a hodgepodge of ideas thrown in by our creators, by our viewers. So we're going gym by gym by gym, and just changing how things flow, introducing a hard mode. Yeah, Jordan, if you throw your team in, I'll add you in. And just like any stupid idea a viewer has, we drop it in. Like someone said, can you make the desert bigger? So if we go down to here, we have a massive new gym. Not gym, new desert. And there's all these trigger points so you can go in like quicksand, and that leads you to caves with Flygons in. Someone wanted Crystal Onyx in the game, so we've added an entire new cave with Crystal Onyx in. People wanted more open world, so we've expanded all the world and made it bigger. You've got a Lapras conservation area, because people like from the gym, from the game. Squirtle Island. It's basically just that. It's your less coherent designed game. I try and give somewhat of a flow of it. Someone said build a Lost Wood, so here's a Lost Wood I created where like you, depending on the way you go. So if you're facing using these trigger points, depending on where you're looking, and you follow it in the right order, it makes the trees move to give you certain ways in and out. So you could end up going around in circles, but one of them leads to here where you get the rusty sword, and it's going to lead to like Zacian. But that route that only appears if you've gone that correct way. There's a way out here, which of course doesn't always appear, stuff like that. I didn't realize I've been seeing some of your videos for this in a while. Yeah, I started doing videos on my another custom region, but yeah, I've been doing this. Make a forest out of pseudo woodo. Could you put me on Victory Road? Okay, I'll copy you across. Yeah, Jordan, I can do that. Forest at Pseudo Widow. So the thing with that is, there is a Pseudo Widow. The Pseudo Widow sprite. If I got an empty map I can play with, I have. If I add it in, Pseudo. Like, you could add a load of these in, but it would. I think the game would run horribly with like so many objects on. I don't think you can even like print this many. So I'd have to make a new tile for it. It doesn't look appealing. No, that. At least they're not wiggling. They're not going to be sat there doing their wiggle while you're walking around. Well, I've added all gens. This is using expanded emerald, so I think I don't know what version I'm on. 1.83, I think. So it's just like if someone says, "Let's add a new Pokemon in," let's do it. Yeah, like I said, this game isn't the most coherent. I've somewhat tried to give some relevancy in what's where, but like, is it route? What route is it? Oh, maybe it's not this route. Like there's grass in all the towns now and stuff. Prison forest. Yeah, it's a bit more random. I've tried making a hard mode and stuff, but mostly this ROM was to help me practice my hacking for my other game. Although the other ROM might no longer be worked on, it may end up being. I may turn it into something else. What about Darkrai event where he drags you into Void Dimension Reminiscent of Giratina? Yeah, I can do that. I was just working a bit on the Giratina thing earlier. I would have to make a Void Dimension, which would suck because I am not an artist. I do want to build, because obviously we've got these big swathes of ocean now. I was thinking about just like straight up adding like New Moon and the 2 islands on. You can see we've got the new... Nothing in here yet. This is going to lead to Regieleki. Maybe I could do the Regieleki. I need to work out the puzzles for that. I like the downhill bank from the games, but I hate it going back up. Although the one from Kanto. Yeah, fortunately in this one it's not downhill, because that would be so annoying. Add pirates. Pirates into the ocean. So like... Actually, we could have... Oh no, because the boats are... I was just trying to think, could I have a boat and then like a... I need to make a boat. We need to make a boat sprite. Maybe or add pirates in. Could you do one with a teleporter? Could you do one with the teleporter back to the top? There is... I mean, there's no downhill on this, so it's not really something we have to worry about so much. This you can go up and down freely. There's nothing to make it different. We did make a custom one though for your acro bikes, which leads you, and again you can go to and from freely. Actually, I know what I can do. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Eventually, again, it's a post game area, and we're still working on like earlier game stuff. I don't want to work too much on post game. I want to focus on like what players are playing. Because if I do a lot of post game stuff, people will have to beat the game to do that. And then if I start working stuff in the middle game, they have to reset it. So I'm trying to stick to a logical flow on my demos, so that people aren't getting bored playing over the same emerald over and over again. But yeah, as you come over here, you can get some... this is actually quite a good place to get training. So all the Pokemon here have higher XP rates for their BST. And some rare encounters there. That also leads you to here, which is a port. This is where you get a permanent cut item. So this allows you to cut without needing a Pokemon using the HM. Add in an in-game trade where you give a trade evolution. That would go counter to what we've already added Mindy's Grave. Could you make the bike bridge bigger? We could do if you'd like. This is Mindy's grave. And when you put an Everstone in there, you get attacked by a Haunter holding an Everstone. Make an underwater dive gym. Where would we put this underwater dive gym? Actually, I was gonna say we could put it in one. That would have to be a post game. Yeah, I think a lot of people liked it. Can I add something that explains how people get their eggs for breakfast? Have you ever seen someone eat an egg in Pokemon? I mean, I've never seen anyone eat in any of the games. You want to make the bridge bigger? Sure. Where bigger? Leading it to where? Do you just want to lead it over here, or take it that way, or we could go and be like, 1, 2, 3. It's annoying. It doesn't have a draw. It's not drawable. They have Pokemon meat. Recent Pokemon games have curry with all sorts of ingredients. That is true. I never did any of that stuff. What should we name the ghost type of Eevee? Oh, that's a good point. What should we name the ghost evolution? Spookion? Creepyon? Espeon? You know, not Espeon. Maybe going around a maze but keeping the 2 entrances. I've already done that with the thing. Let's actually, I've got an idea. Creepyon, Spectrion and Creepyon are the 2 things. I get its mane and tail. I like that. I like that. Was it like a mane of souls or something? Why don't we add a trainer here near the eggs? Bugcatchers kind of look like farmers, don't they? We adding evolutions. I am adding anything you send me. If you send me a Pokemon and give me the stats and write up for it, I'll add it in. For example, I've already added in. Someone said add a new type, so we added Crystal Onyx, and not just Crystal Onyx. We added. It's not showing up. Species Crystal. If we go to here, not here, here, you can see we've added a whole host of crystal Pokemon. Mysterion, Ghost Variant, Pikachu, Peekaboo. I thought you said Peekaboo there. Ghost equals Pikachu. Hauntion's too close to Haunter, I think. Spectrion is quite nice. Always wanted a Parasect evolution. The original Pokemon passed and the mushroom followed. I'd like the idea of Paris always having a divergent evolution. Maybe there's 2 types of evolution. Because Jay, thank you for the follow. I think it'd be good for Paris is you've got Parasect, which is the bug and the spore kind of living in harmony, but the spore's taken over the bug, but you know the bug's still alive. Maybe there's a Paris evolution where the bugs fought off the mushroom, so it has these mushrooms off of them, but it's it's more bug than it is mushroom. And then maybe a third evolution where it's like, or third divergent where the mushroom has actually killed the bug, but so it's like ghost grass. So you've got you still got the bug grass, you got pure bug grass, and then bug ghost. Infected Pokemon type. That would just be an odd version of. Yeah, I think infected is just another form of almost poison. I don't think it's very much. Like, show us on Discord. Yeah. Join the Discord and drop the videos. Pokemon Fusion mods look dope. Pokemon Fusion is amazing. They've done. They've got a co-op version now, which I'm looking forward to play. I would love to see a flying type Eevee and flies in a tornado. I think a flying type Eevee would just be Tails. No, it works like that. Goatee, thanks for the follow, bud. I'm going to add a Parasite evolution to the future game. Make sure I love that guy. I like it. I mean, hang on, give me a second. Let me pull up Game Maker. Well, I have actually been working on my own game. And I can show you some of the custom features we've had created. No, I don't want to stream it to my game. I don't want to stream it onto my Steam Deck. Helicoptrion is quite good. Demon Pokemon type. What would a demon Pokemon type be? I think we had a couple ideas for like cosmic type. Is it easy to make a ROM hack? Yeah. Hey Jelly, how you doing? It's easy, depending on how you do it. It's not too difficult. Doing something like opening up a ROM in Advanced Map, very, very easy. Doesn't take much work at all. And like, you don't need to understand coding and whatnot. Doing something like I'm doing, which is using Emerald Decomp, a bit harder. You need to have a bit of understanding of basic coding. It takes a bit longer to do everything, but yeah, otherwise. Here you go. So here is see how well you can see it on TikTok. I've lost you guys on as well. There's my face back. Demon is just dark but edgier. Yeah, I guess so. So this is a game I've been working on using Game Maker and Monmai. No, you've now to code this. Dark fills out. Yeah, dark does fill that row. So this is like the player's house. This is all very temporary stuff at the moment. But let's turn off some of the collisions for now so you can see it. So this is like the starting town and stuff. This is this is my game. This is what is named Oromons at the moment. But can I pull up easily the? Or do I just run it? I'm still working my way through it, but we've been making some custom Pokemon. I was on the sprites. Monsters extra. Oh no, they're not in this game. I haven't got any of my custom creatures on this game yet. Vanitars. So yeah, this is the one that comes out of the box. It's very much GSC style. I don't know whether to keep this or not. I really like it. It's very cute. This is all there is at the moment. This and the encounters. But yeah, maybe when I come back, I'm away next week. Maybe we'll come back. We'll do more coding on this. I need to learn how to add. It was my other game. I tried building it from scratch. It wasn't great. Yeah, that's going to be a game. That will be. That will actually be something which I'll sell. Oop. I'm going to do the. I think the best way to sell it will be the same way. They did it on. I want to do like slow releases instead of just like drop it all at once. I do like I'm doing here, so I'll probably create a demo up to the first gym, and then do like big releases for more major things, and then like the earlier you buy it, the cheaper it will be. Like first release be like 5, and that will give you all updates afterwards. But again, that's something I need to work on later. It's going to take me a lot of work to do. But fine, I've paid for that engine, so we can actually build that, and it saves me so much effort. I don't have to do everything from scratch. This is good. How come you don't use RPG Maker? I've seen. So I don't use RPG Maker. At least for this, I don't use RPG Maker because I like having a ROM. Having the exe at the end is me. I don't like it. It just feels wrong. When we used to stream ROM hacks and stuff, anytime we were using an exe file from Game Maker, it was slower. It would take more effort, and a lot of them aren't really built for Nuzlocking. And there's something I will add into my game. It's an easy way to get rare candies. I was streaming Insurgents. Insurgents is a great game, but it's fucking hard. And I wanted to do that with in Nuzlocke. for instance, the start of the game is really, really slow. So using like opening up Cheat Engine in a ROM is so much easier. It's really quick and easy to do. But hooking up Cheat Engine into EXE is it's a pain. Like I have got Game Maker. I can get my my light. Okay, my light's still broken. Like I've got it, and I will be working on a game in RPG Maker, but it's just something I've not done yet. This is so much easier to distribute. I can do patches for it. I can we can play it on phones. You can play it on Steam Decks. I don't know the difference between a ROM and EXE. EXE is its own running file. A ROM is like literally you can put this on a cartridge. This game you'll be able to put on a cartridge. I think it's great. Add black market rare candy dealers chance of any kinds of fish else loan. Add a black market rare candy. We could do that. To be honest, levels aren't so much a thing in this game because there's a level cap and there's so many extra trainers. Like if you turn on the level cap, you're rarely going to hit it. I'm going to add... So in my other game, I added a repeatable fight against a trainer with just like a level 100 Blissey that would just knock itself out. And that made like gaining levels really easy. I think actually it's level 255 because I upped the max level. Give me a sec. I'm going to turn my light on. Might help a bit. Oh, I need to get back to light. This ring light just is crap. Right. Time. 8:45. Go for another 40 minutes. Right. That's where you get Riolu. Let's fill up this area because this area is starting to piss me off. What should we do here? So it's you can come here once you reach Verdant Turf, and it's just yeah. So you can get to Rust Turf Tunnel, and you come down here, and we got a new little area. We definitely need some grass, and I'm thinking grass along here. I love they've updated this. I've recently found out you can hit the middle button, and it will just quickly, it will instantly fill up an area. Yeah, so we'll do one side's got grass, and the other side will have trainers. Always a good way to like mix things up a bit. I have to go. Happy to stream. Thanks, Blake. Remember, join our Discord in the profile, and you'll be able to keep up to date on things like. You can download the demos and chat with us while while I'm not live and stuff. But no, it's good to see you here. Thanks for popping in. Can we have items in the grass? Yeah. Hidden items or item balls? So I'm just going to do a quick throw together. Item ball. We can add an item ball in, sure. I need to add more item balls in because my area is definitely lacking. Right, item ball. In fact, I recently learnt something. It's good to know. Yeah. So I didn't realise this until recently, but they've added a new way of handling items, which can be done fully in this. Add a nugget bridge. Nugget bridge situation would be great. But we'd have to add a blocker here. Like, we could make a gauntlet. You want to turn this into a gauntlet then, Jelly? So maybe we can block this off like that. You can go one way, which is grass, which is fine. But if you come the other way, that's it. So, yeah, we'll throw the item over here. What item do you want, Jay? Vectron is looking great. Oh, I'm excited, Christina. Right. Almost done. You are working fast, Christina. It's impressive. A full revive. Okay, so we do item. Full, oh no, is it a max revive? Max revive. And I just need to create a flag. Easy to do. We go into flags. We find flag unused. And what route are we on? Tunnel, overworld. Revive. There we go. And I just want to add that in. I just need to save everything because it's going to refresh the project when I save the that file. The secret base is somewhere with a chest that has a shiny charm, a couple of XP candles, and evolution stone. I need to add chests in. But I like the idea of using secret bases instead of a trainer and they're just giving a load of items. Shiny charm I don't want to give away too easily because it gives you like a really, it's like, it makes like 1 in like 70 or something. Like it's 16 rerolls. It's insanely lucky. Do you have a number of limited flags? Yes and no. Like, there's limited of unused ones. You can create more, which is a bit difficult. Because when you create more, you have to make more space in the save block. Save block. Here. And yeah, there's all these. This is where it gets a bit confusing. But this is like the memory it uses in the ROM to like save the game and save the states of various things. As we start increasing the number of flags, it can cause problems. I've already had to increase the number of trainers from like 800 to like 1100. That's reasonably easy. It's going to be very hard to run out. Like, it's thousands and thousands. So, I don't know. Has it been boosted? No. Yeah, well, yes, it's gone from 16 megabytes to 32 megabyte. But with all the extra maps and stuff, we might end up stuff quite quickly. At the end, it's Team Magma and Team Aqua fighting for silence. Oh, I like that. And that chest Pokemon you could battle. Oh, so maybe we'll hide Gimmighouls all around. Yes, we need to start hiding. Gimmigoul hiding is. I think we need a sprite for Gimmigoul to do that. Right, so let's do this gauntlet. So, the two things, I think. I actually am going to block this area off for now. So, I know I was saying, like, oh, it's accessible anytime, but actually, I want to make sure this doesn't disappear until we've actually done the fight. And in hard mode, so this game has 2 modes. In hard mode, we're gonna make it so that is a trigger. Yeah, I know it's a trigger. So basically, when we enter here, it's gonna reset all the fights. Same as in gyms. So in gyms, if you weren't aware, if you leave and come back but you're on hard mode, all the trainers reset themselves. You have to beat them all in one go. And most of them are required. So we go tunnel, overworld, hard mode, tunnel, overworld, hard mode, trigger, reset, gauntlet. So this is just going to be if flag hard mode is on and flag tunnel overworld, flag tunnel overworld, world gauntlet beaten is false if that's not happened. Basically, you know, if we're on hard mode and we haven't beaten the gauntlet, we're going to reset all the trainers. So I need to create this flag, unused. I want to use ones that I want to try and keep them somewhat grouped up. Those are hidden items. I'm working from the. Oh, there's one. Okay. As well, we need a variable so that when you stand on this. I don't need to do that, do I? I need that one. I don't want to use a. I want to use a variable actually. Var unused. Var. Tunnel. Overworld. State. So this is the state of this area.
Hello there.
Which is the better way to do it. Hello, Liam. Thank you for the follow. How you doing, bud? And then we don't need to do that flag. But then we just have to set it to. This will only run when that's on 0. So only if you've not beaten the thing will it reset the trainers. Okay, save all. How do I send a pic in Discord? Drop me a message. Let me level you up. I can give you level 5. Just drop a random message in and I can fix that. I had to turn on just a quick way of protection, but it's easy to overwrite. Actually, I'll probably find if I just search Jordan. Aha, that's you. Member Plus. There you go. There you go, Jordan. Okay, so once you come in, you do that, and then we want to add in. Do you want to put that in the other channel, Jordan? Just because Oromon is my custom game. It's not Pokemon. You pop it in general chat. I just want to keep that one somewhat clean. That's right. Yeah, that's Gimme Ghoul. There. What I mean, it's got an in-game sprite. We go Gimme Ghoul. Like, there's even the coin in game for like the item. Thank you. If we go to Gimme Ghoul, like it's in game. We got the sprite. What I mean by sprite is the overworld sprite. We don't have it for the overworld to appear in game. Gimme Ghoul. I can spell. That's the icon that doesn't fit. Oh. So I'm not gonna fill out the trainers too much, just because of the hard mode thing I'm working on, the hard mode update. But we'll have one there. How many trainers in this gauntlet, guys? 2, 3. And then you said they'll be fighting over each other there, so we can have like face right. Oh, okay. Face left. One of these is Aqua. Can it end with a double battle? Yeah, we can do that. Magma. There we go. 10 plus 2 grunts. Jesus. Okay. That's a hell of a gauntlet. Better give a brilliant prize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that's 6 already. Make them all double battles. Okay. Okay, we'll have to do some rejigging of the map. So I'll do... Why does this music remind me of RuneScape? RuneScape, I don't know if you guys are very interested, is coming out with a group mode for the 3rd game, and I'm really tempted to play a ton of it with Ollie and my wife, if you guys would be interested in seeing that on streams. I might stream it, otherwise we'll just play it offline or doing like the updates. Someone please make Helicoptertron just use Tails color palette from Sonic 2 or 3. That would be good. I think I sent an Overwatch sprite. Oh, so that's it. That's an Overwatch. That's a following Overwatch sprite. Yeah, that should work. I can take one of those and turn it into something. Yeah, I'll add that. We'll add those all over the place. Have you seen the creators of RuneScape's new game? I have not. I have not, no. You know... Yes, I have heard of the VGC Nugget Bridge. What I want to do is a... I've been talking to the guys about doing a... face up. A... draft. A draft mode, which I think could be fun. I need to do some smaller ones like that. I'm probably going to have to rehash a lot of this. We'll do that. That. And we'll move these to... Move that there. What's that new game? I've not paid attention for ages. I've not really played. Obviously, I played 3, but I've not really touched it since they released Vorkath, and I've been meaning to play again, but just lost interest. And I'm hoping we did do a bit of. I played quite a bit of sort of like fake Group Iron Man, which was quite fun. We did a bit of a video. We did some videos on it, so maybe we'll do some more. Yeah, I can do something with that sprite. I can just pop that in. I just need to rehash it and pull out the bitmaps, or use that one. Yeah, that sprite is very easy to put in. I'm not going to do it here because it's a lot of faffy coding. I've just realised I've been on the wrong page, as always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You want 2 more? New game apparently called Brighter Shores. I don't know about Brighter. Oh, that one. Oh, you mean the one made by Andrew Gower? Yes. Sorry, I thought you meant a new game by JX. Yes, I am aware of that. It is going to be MMO. Yeah, it looks very updated RS2 style. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. Quite like it. See if it's any good. How far is this route in game? It is once you reach Verdant Turf, you can access this area. So all you have to do is go through Rust Turf Tunnel. Yeah, I'm hoping Bright Shores runs on my Steam Deck because I have to travel once a month for work, and basically this is the only thing that's going to keep me. It is when I wave it. This thing is going to keep me sane during those lonely nights in the hotel. Can we have double battles again where there's two people standing together, twin kids? I thought we were having Nugget Bridge style where it's like these two are fighting each other. I was thinking about having like Team Aqua and Team Magma all the way along fighting each other. Or they're like arguing. I'm gonna have to redraw this whole area to fit with the new from better style. Yeah, this area's gonna need some redoing. Adding a bit less squareness, using some tiles like this are always good for that. If I use the right one. Oh, I use the right one. Just throw some of these in there. This allows a bit more flexibility in the shape of the map. They can do things in there. Yeah. 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 No. Yes. There we go. There we go. Something. I'm going to do this to a lot more of them. Just make it a bit more breathable. Make it Romeo and Juliet style. The final battles couple where they're each from different teams. That sounds good. I like that. So let's open up the map scripts because I'm gonna go soon. But we can write this. So this is new style of Nugget Bridge. Each one side is Magma, other is Aqua. Both are trying to show off to make you join them. That way we don't have to do like, oh, join us at the end. It's like at the end it's actually Romeo Juliet situation. This way we don't have to deal with like, oh, I wanted to join them. It's actually like a double thing. Yeah. I'll do this once I've got hard mode working. Because adding any new trainers is going to make the hard mode update twice as different. Okay, I think I'm done here because my voice is going. And I'm so tired today. But yeah, thanks all for your help. As always, make sure you're in the Discord. I'm going to compile this and I'll put the update into the Discord in the next couple of minutes. I'm glad you enjoyed it. No stream next week. Actually, no stream for the next 2 weeks. So next week I'm away, and the week after I'm away with work. Said you can't join. Yeah, there is a Team Rocket game. This thing is, if I give people the option, they want to do it. And writing where you join the evil team is going to be a lot of work. Maybe in the open world game, or maybe in my custom game we'll do that. Vectron is a recolor of Flareon. I mean, that's fine. We can use that as a jumping off point and develop it further. Oh, okay. No item in this ball. Ah, good. Let's put an item. Okay, before we go, let's put an item in that ball. That's Route 100 and... the hell is that? No, it doesn't exist anymore. You sure there's no item in that ball? There should be 5 XP candies. Route 101A, item ball candy, XS should be 5 XP candies. I know the issue. Because there's no flag to get rid of it. Flag. Yeah, I see the issue. If you look on the side here, it's actually calling the flag and not the script. So, thanks for that. That's fixed. Romeo and Juliet couple could give you XP share for winning. XP share all actually need to. Well, XP share is already in the game, and I think it's XP all. I'd love the separate Pokemon mod, which is Faction Wars. Pick your team. We could make a Faction Wars Pixelmon or like Cobblemon Minecraft server. That could be quite cool. We could even connect it to TikTok and Twitch to make like things happen. No, I'll give you some XP for that as well, Jordan. Give XP as always for finding a bug. You can get 50 XP. I probably should do more than 50. 500 because like 50 is only a couple of messages. Right, I'm gonna go before I get distracted. Have a good evening all. See you later. Bye, you nerds.